And we will start seated this morning. So if you need to prop yourself up on a block or some pillows, take care of you. Listen to your hips, listen to your knees. Let's spend the next hour reconnecting with just ourselves. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Start to slow things down so you can then turn inward. And if you are able to ever practice outside and you can anchor in to the sounds of the wind rustling through the leaves or the chirping of the birds or the bugs, maybe you notice the changes in light if your eyes are closed. And as the sunbeams stream through the branches, it changes. And whatever you choose to anchor into, keep coming back to your breath. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. And maybe soften your face a little bit more. Relax any tension in your eyes if you're squinting, holding them closed. Just let them soften. Let go of any tension in your jaw. Maybe move the bottom row of your teeth from right to left, bringing some movement into your jaw. And then come into your spine, sitting nice and tall, pulling into the low belly, stacking each vertebrae upon vertebrae. And feel that crown of the head lift right up toward the clouds. Your shoulders can soften. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. With your next breath, start to slowly open your eyes. And as you inhale, lift your arms up overhead, maybe look up. Feel that stretch through the upper back. And then exhale, bring your hands right into your heart space and pause. So I'm going to do this practice with you this morning. Might as well take advantage of 2 days in a row on my mat. I'll find my groove sooner or later. As I fall off my blocks, all right, let's get on the mat. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the arms up from Tadasana, reach high. Exhale, brings the hands right back into your heart space. Once again, full breath in, sweeping up and open, take a little bit of a back bend. Exhale the hands right back down to your heart space. And then one more time, full breath in, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart space. One more time, big breath in. Exhale, forward fold this time, hinge at the hips. Let your hands come down and just pause here in a forward fold. Taking your time to stretch out the back of your legs slowly. So put a nice bend in your knees. Keep leaning forward with your heart, and whether your hands touch the earth or not, you can always press them against your shins. And just breathe into this forward fold nice and slow. With every inhale and every exhale, maybe you can get a little bit lower. But you don't have to do it all in one inhale and exhale. Take several breaths, allowing your body to stretch out as it needs to. And then you can start to straighten your legs a little bit more, depending on your low back and your hamstrings. Now, with your next breath in, take a halfway lift. Draw the head and the heart forward. Press the hands against the shins or the thighs, or they can be alongside your hips. Take another full breath in. Exhale, release, forward fold. Maybe you notice you can get a little bit lower right off the bat. Inhale, halfway lift. One more time, forward fold. And now we'll rise back up to stand. Sweep up, look up. Bring your hands to your heart space and pause. Okay, so let's just jump right into some sun A. So take a full breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands at the top of the mat. Walk your feet back out to plank and pause. Set your hands. Stay strong through all 10 fingers. Shoulders are stacked right over your wrist. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Heels are high above the toes, and if you find that you're having trouble with your inhales and exhales here, or you feel like you're sagging, take your knees down, but keep pulling your heart forward. Take a full breath in, and then on our next breath, we're going to exhale, lower all the way down. Push down to the tops of your feet as you inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, push back to plank and pause, and then lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. And again, depending on how your hamstrings are speaking to you this morning, you can keep a little bend in your knees. Keep chesting out the waters by lifting up to your toes and exhaling the heels a little bit lower. You'll know. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet up right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Sweep up. Bring your hands to your heart space and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to take 3 more sonets, and you're going to do those at your own pace, just as I'm going to do mine. So we'll cue just inhales and exhales, and you move as you need to. Full breath in, sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands out, feet behind you, come into plank. Take a full breath in plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, push back to plank, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, high to the toes. Exhale, feet forward, right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. Choose to rinse this off any way you'd like. Or shift your hips back up for downward facing dog. Pause in your dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And we're on to Sunade 2. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, feet forward right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, sweep up to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back out to plank and pause. And again, these vinyasa flows are up to you. You move and breathe as it works in your body. And we meet back in down dog. Keep pressing down underneath all 10 fingers, but more behind the index knuckle and the thumb pad. Take care of your wrists and your shoulders. Feel them draw onto your back. Feel the heels maybe go a little bit lower toward the ground. All right, last sonnet. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, sweep up to stand. Exhale, fold right in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank. Pause and breathe, staying strong in your plank. Deciding if the knees stay up or down. Deciding if you do the flow all together or not. And then this time when we get back to down dog, bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees wide. Let your hips sink right over your heels and reach your arms out in front of you for a beautiful child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Notice the sounds around you or lack thereof. Notice how the breath is moving through your body. Take this time out to reconnect and to breathe deeper, oxygenating all those muscles, creating some length. Now with your next breath, lift up onto your fingertips. Let's stretch out the side bodies as we walk the hands to the right. Keep drawing the left hip back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Walk the hands back through center. Take another breath in. Walk the hands to the left, drawing the right hip back. Big breath in, long breath out. And then walk the hands back to center. Plant the hands. Stay firm through all 10 fingers. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Let's move back into downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale the right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by your thumb. Big breath in as you rise up strong for crescent. Be sure your feet are in 2 separate lanes. And just pause here while you breathe into this pose. Starting with the feet, keeping the left heel high above the toes. Press that left thigh bone back as you bend a little deeper into that right knee. Take a full breath in, reach a little bit higher, and a full breath out. And then bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw the knuckles down. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Just open up across the heart and give your body a chance to get into this pose. Keep pressing through the back thigh. Stay deeply bent in that right knee. With your next breath, inhale the arms back up. Exhale, hands come down. Bring the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. And on your exhale, sit your hips back for chair. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So keep tucking your tailbone down, pulling into the low belly. Hips go back. We can bring your hands behind your back once again, interlacing the hands. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keep breathing nice and deep. One more breath in, and keeping your hands clasped, let's straighten the legs and forward fold. Taking a little bit of a shoulder rinse. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Release the hands down, walk the feet back out to plank. Take a full breath in your plank, and then again, choosing to lower and rinse this off. We'll head back to downward facing dog. Replant your hands, pedal out your feet, and then pause in the stillness of your dog. Take a full breath in as you lift the left heel up behind you. On your exhale, bring that foot forward, planted by the left thumb. Set your feet in 2 separate lanes and then rise strong on this side for crescent. And again, we're taking our time as we build the pose from the ground up. So stay high on the right toes, press the right thigh bone back so you can bend deeper into that left knee. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach a little higher. And a deep breath out. Bring the hands behind your back, interlace them with the left thumb on top of the right. Draw the knuckles down, lift the heart. Slowly staying focused on the legs, holding you in place. Take another breath in and another breath out. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. And on your exhale, return again to chair. Hips go back. Draw the knees back. You can look down. You should be able to see your toes. Pulling in through the low belly. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then here again. Hands behind the back. Interlace them. Left thumb on top. Stay open across your heart. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then again, we'll forward fold right over the legs, keeping the hands clasped, rinsing them up. You can lift as far as you can, or you can just leave them right attached to your low back. Take a full breath in full breath out. Release the hands down, walk the feet back out to plank. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, and again, rinse and flow, choosing to go through the vinyasa or skipping it and going right back to downward facing dog. And sometimes when you change what you're doing, whether it's location or just your mindset, it brings up a whole different set of challenges for you. So I encourage you to just breathe through that and be okay right where you are, just being aware that it's different. There's nothing wrong with different. We get to process it and move through it the way we need to. My best way is coming back to my breath, slowing things down, reminding myself it's okay. So when I practice outside, it's definitely more challenging for my lungs. And of course, the sun is out, so my eyes stay closed more than they're open. But that's a great way to turn inside and to just be okay right where you are. So I know you're still in down dog, and I hope you're okay right where you are. Inhale, sweep the right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by your thumb. Take a full breath in, rising back into that strong crescent. Arms framing the head. It's okay if it's uncomfortable. As long as there's no pain, you're okay. Keep telling yourself that. Pull into the low belly. Bend nice and deep into that right knee and stay high on those left toes. Take a full breath in. Take the left arm forward and the right arm back. Nice slow twist. Feel it through the ribs. And then open up that left hand. Take a full breath in as you sweep it up. Right hand might find the back leg. Take a full breath in. Exhale nice and slow. Bring that left hand down to the ground or a block. The right hand stays high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Again, pausing in the poses to really absorb what you're feeling and allowing the muscles to do what they need to do. They're building strength. The deeper you breathe, the more oxygen you're bringing in, cleansing and detoxifying your body all at the same time. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Bring the right hand down. Take that right foot back to meet the left. Pause in your plank. Bring your big toes to touch. Roll to the outside of the left foot or take the left knee down, sweeping open again on that same side. Really breathe in, lifting up the hips in your side plank. If you want to take that right hand forward, palm down, or lift the top leg, you can. And then with your next breath in, hand comes back to the earth. Finish out your vinyasa if you choose, or just shift your hips high for down dog, or skip pause in a child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. The only thing I can say about being home so much is I've definitely learned to tune into when I'm starting to feel anxious. I come back to my breath and I'm able to settle in. With the nicer weather, now it's better to go outside, take some deep breaths. Even if it's hot and humid, I'm not going to complain because I really hate the cold. And sometimes it just takes a couple, 3 breaths to shift where you are, mentally, emotionally. So keep tuning inward, keep pausing, and being okay with where you are. I know you're back in down dog, so take another big breath in and a slow breath out. And then inhale that left leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Plant it by your foot. Set your feet in 2 separate lanes. Rising strong for crescent on this side. Hands go up. Let the shoulders go with your hands. Maybe you look up. Keep pulling into the low. Again, so what if it's uncomfortable? We've been through worse. Just a couple more breaths here as you bend a little deeper into the left knee. Stay high on those right toes. And then you take the right arm forward and the left arm back. Nice slow twist open. Let your heart shine toward the left. Open up that right hand. Sweep it up. Let the left fingertips find the back leg. And then come on back in. Right hand down. Left hand goes high. Big breath in, big breath out. One more breath in. Exhale, bring that hand down. Take the left foot back to meet the right. Big toes touch behind you from your plank, or take the right knee down directly under your hip. Roll open for side plank. Heart shines back to the left. Left hand is high, or take it forward, palm down, your choice. You can lift that top leg, take a full and a full breath out. And then back to plank, and you decide if you're going to rinse that all off or skip it and go back to down dog or head to child's pose. How's your breath? Are you working at clearing the way so you can just stay focused on your inhales and exhales? Trying not to let your mind take over? There's no need to overthink this. It's a little bit of yoga. And what a beautiful day it is for a little bit of yoga. I'm so happy to be with you. Regardless if you're doing this live or you decide to take the class again later and watch it in our YouTube station, we're always here for you. Take another full breath in your down dog and a full breath out. Inhale up to your toes, and on your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet right up in between your hands. Take that full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Notice how much lower your hands are to the ground. Maybe your legs are straighter. Let your head release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, rise to stand again. Sitting your hips back for chair. And really bring some strength in. So feel the shins hug closer together. Pretend you're squeezing a block between your knees. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your hands to your heart space, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your right foot at the top of the mat. Take the left foot behind you. Separate lane. Full breath in as you rise up nice and strong, back into crescent. Reach nice and high. Maybe take a little bit of a lean back. And then with your next breath, let's open up into warrior two. So readjust your feet. Now they're in one lane. Bend nice and deep into that right knee. Open up through the chest. Open up the hips. Press out on the outside edge of that left foot. Turn both hands over. Allow the shoulders to come down. Then turn the hands back over. Take a nice deep breath in. Flip the right hand. Sweep it up. Exhale. Come into side angle. Take a full breath in. And a full breath out. Take the left hand forward. Bring the right hand out to meet it. And with a big breath in, use your core, come back up, straighten that right leg. Turn the toes so they both point in the same direction, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in, then hinging at the hips, go forward. One more breath in, one more breath out. And then with a nice deep breath in, bring your hands back to your hips, lift back up. Come back into stand, and then turn the heels in, pointing the toes out. You know where we're going. Open up those arms, bending at the elbows. Let the knees bend out over the toes. Goddess pose. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Shoulders draw back, pull into the low belly, tuck the tailbone. Pause and breathe. You can come up to your toes here if you'd like. Great way to practice balance. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Return the heels down. Straighten the legs, lift high. Take a full breath in. Returning to goddess. Knees go out. Keep them open. Elbows bent at 90 degrees. Again, you can come up to your toes. I know all your dancers love this pose. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Return the heels, straighten the legs, lift the arms up. And then this time, let's turn and open into warrior two in the opposite direction. So, right foot is now parallel to the back edge of the mat. Left toes point toward the front. Bend nice and deep. Again, feel the twist through the ribs, opening up the hips, the ribs, the heart. Now, if you feel like your knee's caving in, check that, draw that back open. Flip the left hand, big breath in, sweep up. Exhale into side angle on this side. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then again with your next breath, you can take that right arm forward, right over the ear, palm down. Extend the left hand out to meet it. Take a full breath in as you rise back high. Warrior two. And then flip the left hand, sweep up. Exhale, cartwheel the hand down. Frame the foot, come to the right toes. Step that left foot back to meet, coming back into your plank. Stay strong in your plank. Full breath in, full breath out, and then you choose. Rinse it off, lowering down. Skip it all together. Head back to down dog or go into a child's pose. How we doing? Take a full breath in and a full breath out. With your next breath, inhale up to your toes. Exhale, look forward, walk, step, or jump your feet up right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, sweep up to stand. Sit your hips back for chair. This time you can bring your hands immediately to your heart space. Pressing the right hand into the left. Feel the heart lift and the shoulder back. Keep pulling in through the low belly, tucking your tail. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Pause and breathe. And then we're going to come into a twisted chair. So start to take a breath, take for length. Exhale forward, hinging right out over your legs. Take your left elbow outside your right knee. Again, pause. Take inventory of where you are. Don't worry about where your head is. Just breathe deep into the body. Draw the left knee back into alignment if it's sticking out. Keep drawing the right shoulder back so you can find a deeper twist. Maybe the hands come a little bit closer toward the center of your heart, the center of your chest. Full breath in and a full breath out. If you want to open up your arms, you can. Breathing as you move. Exhaling, bringing them back together. Staying in the twist with the elbow connected to the right knee. Breathe in and up. Lifting and hovering that left foot. And on an exhale, take the foot all the way back behind you in a separate lane. Twisted low lunge. Regain your balance. Pause and breathe. Following the breath, maybe you inhale again, opening up the arms. Exhaling, bringing them back together. Take the hands down inside the right foot. Take the right foot even further to the edge of the right edge of the mat. And let's come down into lizard. So take a full breath in and a full breath out. You can stay up on the left toes or you can take the knee down. And then you can either use a block or not to bring your forearms closer to the ground. You can roll to the outside edge of your right foot also if you need more space in your hip. Take 3 more rounds of breath here. Taking your time, not trying to get out of the pose, but just trying to find a little bit more depth. And then after your third exhale, come back up to your hands. You can set your block aside if you're using one. Walk that right foot back in between your hands. Come off the left knee and bring that foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Big breath in, sweep up to stand. Bring your hands back to your heart space and pause, Tadasana. Sometimes we get to pause standing straight up. Isn't that a nice change than always pausing in a down dog or a chair or even going to a child's pose? Sometimes we just need to stretch out. Stretch our bodies, to stretch our minds. You can close your eyes in Tadasana and just pause. Again, anchoring into your feet as well as your breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And for me, being outside, I am really, really warm. So a little breeze once in a while feels super nice. It's just a really nice shift of what we're used to. Take another breath in, another breath out. So your next inhale, sweep the arms high, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We're just connecting breath and movement. Rising high again with an inhale. This time, exhale your hips back for chair and bring your hands right to your heart space. Pause and breathe. Fill up the belly. Stay heavy in the heels and light in the toes. With your next breath in, hinge forward, lay out long over your legs, and this time we're twisting to the left, so the right elbow goes outside the left knee. And again, pause and breathe in your twisted chair. Give yourself time to really feel what's happening in your body. So draw the right knee back in if it's poking out. Draw the left shoulder back, and maybe the hands can shift closer toward the center of your body. There's no requirements for any of this, remember that. It's based on your body, your physical creation, how you move, how deep you get into a pose. It's all personal, it's all individualized. We can have the goal of trying to get someplace, but our bodies are only gonna let us go so far. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. And then again, if you wanna inhale and move, breathe open the arms. Exhale, bring them back together. Keeping that right elbow against the left right foot. Stay strong through your core. Take a breath in, exhale that foot long behind you. Coming into a twisted lunge. Take another breath in and another breath out. Find your balance. You can inhale again, opening up. Are you there? Big breath in, big breath out. You keep breathing. Let me reset you. One more breath in, one more breath out. There we go. Take the hands down on the inside of the left foot. Toe heel that left foot all the way over to the edge. Hands come down or forearms come down to the ground or to a block. You can stay on the right toes or drop the knee down. Breathe into your lizard on this side. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And again, pausing in these poses, giving yourself ample time to feel where that breath is going. One more breath in, one more breath out. Beautiful. Come back up to your hands. Use your breath. Toe heel that left foot back in between your hands. Bring the right foot forward. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Big breath in, rise to stand. Bring your hands back to your heart space and pause. All right. How are we doing? Are we breathing deep? Focused on just where that breath is going? We're going to do some standing poses. So if you want to find a chair to hang on to or a wall, if you think your balance is really off and you just feel more comfortable so you can focus on the pose, that's great. Otherwise, let's come into tree first. So open up the arms, lift up, big breath in, exhale your hands to your heart space. It's just like anything else. You ready yourself for what you're going to do. So feel your feet. Lift all 10 toes and then lay them all down. Feel the soles of the feet connect to the ground. And then keep the weight in that left foot and big breath in. Lift the right knee up in front of you. Keep the foot flexed. Open up the knee toward the right. Take the sole of the foot either to the shin or you can reach down and put it up into your inner thigh. Now, keep pulling into the low belly. Breathe in. Find space through the ribs. Let your shoulders release. Everything's in line. Take a full breath in. You can grow your tree whenever you'd like. go up, your gaze can go up. You could close your eyes if you really want to challenge your balance. Keep thinking about that solid grounding your foot is on. All four corners of your foot connect. You're pressing the left thigh into the right foot, and you're pressing the sole of the right foot into the left thigh. You could take your hands behind your back and interlace the hands, right thumb on top of the left. Draw the hands down, lift the heart. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Okay, from here we're going to go. So take your time again. Staying grounded through that standing leg. Open up the arms. Take that right knee out in front of you. Keep the foot flexed and cross one thigh over the other. Take the right arm underneath the left at the elbows. You can bring your hands together. Lift the elbows up, taking the hands away from your face. That right leg gets wrapped right around. And yes, balancing is hard. So you may come in and out of the pose as your body goes back and forth with its balance. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Keep lifting, stacking the shoulders over the hips. One more breath in. Let the feet meet. Sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Keep your hands down. Walk your feet apart. Let's come into ragdoll before we head into the other side. So with hands at opposite elbows, let your head release, no tension in your neck. Keep a softness in your knees if your knees are bothering you or your hamstrings are bothering you. And you can gently sway from left to right. And again, this pose is designed, in my opinion, to just give you an opportunity to breathe into your body, to reconnect with how you pay attention to what you're feeling. So how's your low back? How are your hamstrings? How is the back of your head? Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Settle. You're okay. Release your hands. Toe heel your feet back in underneath your hip points. Take a big breath in for that halfway lift. And a nice slow exhale, release, forward fold. Sweep back up to stand again. Reach up, look up, stretch. Bring your hands right back to your heart space and pause. So there's another side. Again, if you want to be by a chair or a wall to help steady you, don't be shy. I want you to concentrate on focusing on bringing everything into the center line of your body, and I don't want you to worry about falling. Who cares? Come right back into the pose. It's not a big deal. It's a practice, okay? So take a nice deep breath in, sweep the arms up. Exhale your hands back to your heart space. Feel your feet grounded again. Really press through the sole of that right foot, and then with a breath, inhale, lift the left knee up. Open up the knee to the side. And again, placing the sole of the foot either to the shin or reaching down and putting it up in your inner thigh. Please don't rest the sole of your foot on your knee joint. Knees are fragile. It doesn't need any sideways pressure. And you can even press just right hand into left to help keep you centered right here. Shoulders go back. Crown of head lifts, gaze lifts. You're just practicing standing still on one leg. That's not a big deal. Reach up if you'd like to grow your tree. Close your eyes if you need more of a challenge. Or you could lift up onto your right toes. And no, I'm not doing that because I'll fall over. I know my limits. Sometimes I practice just to see if I can do it. And sometimes I can hold it for just 1 second. And there's nothing wrong with that. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then from here, open up the hands and take them behind your back, interlacing the fingers again with the left thumb on top of the right. Draw the hands down, pull into the low belly, find a lift through the crown of the head. One more breath in, and then we'll move into eagle. So inhale, open up the arms, outstretch them from right to left, bring that left foot forward, cross one leg over the other. See, everybody falls. And then the left arm underneath the right. And yep, sometimes one side is more challenging than the other. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Breathing deep, lifting up through the elbows, drawing the forearms away from your face. It's a big upper body stretch. One more breath in. And then release the feet. Let's meet back in down dog and we'll pick up where we left off, okay? I'm so excited that you all came back. Sorry about that. All right, back in down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale the right leg straight out behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Take a full breath in as you sweep back up into your crescent. Immediately opening up into your warrior two. Just keep following your breath. Sometimes interruptions happen, right? We have to just jump back into the flow of things. So open up that right hand, big breath in, sweep it up. Exhale, come back into warrior two. One more time, open up the hand, sweep it up. This time straighten the right leg. We're gonna shift, thank you Perry. We're gonna shift into triangle. So with straight legs, take that left hip to the back of the room. Reach forward with the right hand. Now keep pulling into the low belly. Nice slow hinge. Start with your hand at the knee. Let it slide down because I want you to keep as much space on the side ribs as you can. The left hand stays high. Spread all 5 fingers like you're waving to somebody like me. Hi. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then rebend the right knee. Let's come back to warrior two. We'll build on this. Open up the right hand, sweep it up. Exhale, hands come down. Right foot goes back to meet the left. Take a full breath in your plank. Exhale as you lower down. Inhale for cobra or up dog. And then hips go high, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And inhale, the left leg straight up behind you. With your breath, bring it forward, plant it by your thumb. Full breath in, sweep up high to crescent, and then exhale, open right up into warrior two. Let the shoulders release, flip the left hand, sweep it up for peaceful. Come back into your warrior two. Spread all 10 fingers nice and wide. Open up that left hand again. Sweep up, this time straighten the leg. Let's come into triangle, shift the right hip back and reach forward with the left hand. Hinging at the hip. Again, let the left hand come right below the left knee. Give yourself time to stay open through the ribs so you can create as much space on the left side of your body as the right. And then let that hand come down closer to the ankle or a block or the floor. It doesn't have to be one fell swoop. I want you to keep your ribs open so you can breathe deep. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Keep drawing that right shoulder back. And then with your next breath, rebend the knee. Let's come back into warrior two. Flip the left hand. Big breath in, sweep it up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. You move and breathe as you need to. Flow and rinse it off. Skip it all and go right back to down dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So if you've stuck with me through this, we lost connection for the first 40 minutes or so of the class, which means we didn't get Shavasana. And now you might just be joining this class fresh, and it's only going to be like maybe 15 minutes more, but I hate to spend that all in Shavasana. You know I love it. But I'm going to trust you today that when class is done, you're going to set yourself up in a Shavasana, close your eyes, and let go for at least 10 minutes. That's my hope. Okay? So take a full breath in your down dog and a full breath out. Let's power through and finish this off. Inhale, right leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Inhale, rise high to crescent. Exhale, open up into warrior two. Flip the right hand, reach it up, stretch it back. Exhale, come on into side angle. Left hand goes high. Big breath in as the right hand goes forward. The left hand meets it. Straighten the right leg, open up, preparing for triangle. Shift the left hip back, reach the right hand forward, triangle. Take a full breath in triangle and a full breath out. Look down at your right foot. Inhaling, pull up and in through the core, moving yourself into half moon. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then from your half moon, Square your hips to the earth. Let your hands come down. Lift the left leg nice and high. Bring the foot down to meet the right. Forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise high to stand, and exhale your hands to your heart space and pause. So close your eyes here. And this time, starting at the head, feel the crown of the head lift. Soften your eyes. Let your shoulders come down. You may even want to let your arms come down and just open up your hands forward. Pull in through the low belly. Stay strong through your legs, and really feel your feet ground. That was a lot of work. When you breathe and move like that, it's exhausting. This is why we pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up, maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your feet back up to plank. Rinse this off any way you'd like. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause in your down dog, just like you paused in your Tadasana. Listen to the sounds around you. Feel the strength through your hands, moving up your arms. Let the weight in your heels stretch out the back sides of your legs. But find a lightness through your hips as you tip them up as high as they can. Take a full breath in your down dog and a slow exhale out. All right, here we go. Inhale, the left leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward. Big breath in as you rise to crescent. Inhale, the hands high. Exhale, swivel open into warrior two. Press down on the outside edge of that right foot and flip the left hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into side angle. Right hand reaches high, spread all 5 fingers. Take a full breath in as the right hand goes forward. Breathe as you take the left hand out to meet it. And then following your breath, straighten the left leg, come back up into warrior two, or triangle. Shifting the right hip back, reach forward with the left hand. Start with the knee, work the on your leg. Just because we're moving with breath doesn't mean you have to cut corners. Take your time with the breath to slow the pose down. Pausing in your triangle, take another full breath in and a full breath out. Look down at the left foot. If you'd like to come into half moon on this side, pull in and up through that standing leg. Use your core. Stay open and balanced to the best of your ability. One more breath in. So I'm really disappointed with the connection outside. I don't know why I keep dropping it. I hope you have followed your breath and moved through as you need to. Take one more breath in and one more breath out. Move through your vinyasa as you need to. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring your big toes to touch to a child's pose so we can regroup for a moment. Oh. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. All right, let's do one more sequence and we'll just do a 5-minute Shavasana, but I want you to extend it 5 minutes so that you can really enjoy what you need to be doing for you right now, okay? So, last sequence. Take a full breath in, lift up to your toes. On your exhale, bring your feet forward right in between your hands. Take a full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, sit your hips back for chair. Take a full breath in your chair and a full breath out. Pay attention to your shoulders. And then with your next breath, straighten the legs, reach the hands high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Walk your feet back out to plank. Take a full, strong breath in plank and then decide to either lower all the way or halfway.
Inhaling for cobra or up dog. Exhaling, releasing. Come back into downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. This time inhale up to your toes, and on your exhale walk your feet forward right between your hands. Come to sit down. Extend the legs out long in front of you. Give them a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a shimmy shake. Sit nice and tall, pull into the low belly. Reach up with your hands nice and high. Exhale, forward fold right over your legs. And just like you did in the beginning, when we took that initial forward fold, it took a minute for your body to get into that place. Again, you're never going to fold yourself right in half, so just take your time as you reach your hands down your legs. Keep your feet flexed. Maybe you reach your feet, maybe you don't. It's okay. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in. Walk your hands back up your legs. Sit nice and tall. And then reaching your arms out in front of you. We're going to engage the core and lower all the way down. So keep reaching forward, feet stay flexed. Keep lowering, lowering, lowering until you come all the way down, flat on your back. Reach the arms up overhead, take a full body stretch. Make some circles at your wrist joints. Let your feet move right to left. Not only are you moving your feet at your ankle joints, your entire leg bone is moving in the hip socket. So let both legs just go with the feet. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause in stillness. Bring your hands back down by your sides. Bend your knees, bring your heels in nice and close. We're going to take 2 bridges. Full breath in as you push down through the heels. Lift your hips up, shining that heart. Taking a nice breath in and a nice breath out. And then allow yourself to lower. Hands go overhead, you come up to your toes, and you lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. One more bridge. Once your feet reconnect, bring your hands back down by your sides. Take a full breath in, push down through your heels, lift up your hips. Full breath in, full breath out. Inhale the arms up overhead, come to your toes, once again lowering down. And then this time draw the knees into your chest, bring your arms around your shins, roll a little bit right to left. Give yourself a great big hug. And then keeping your knees stacked right over your hips, open up the arms, palms down. Let the knees both shift toward the left. You look out over the right. Take 2 full deep breaths into this twist and 2 full exhales out. And then inhale, bring the back of your head back to the center of the mat. Bring your knees back up so they're stacked over your hips. Feet are still flexed. Take a nice deep breath in. Let the knees go to the right. You look over to the left. Pausing here. Couple of breaths in, couple of breaths out. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, bring the back of your head flat on your mat. Knees back up. One last hug. And then extend your legs. Bring your hands by your side bodies, palms open. Drop your chin so the back of your head is flat on your mat. Let your feet splay open. I'll be here for another 5 minutes, provided my connection doesn't crap out. And I will tell you when it's time to come out of your 5-minute Shavasana, or you could just turn it off right now and stay in your Shavasana for 10 or 15 minutes. One more breath in. Exhale it out. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement into your fingers and your toes. If you're still with me, I'm very grateful. And you could still lay here for another 5 to 10 minutes and just enjoy Shavasana. But for those of you who are ready to get on with your day, know that the light and truth in me sees that in each of you. Thanks for sticking with me this morning. Together we say, Namaste.